Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you this makeup look from start to finish. I have had a lot of questions about how I've been doing my makeup lately and what's been my makeup routine, and so I'm going to be walking you through all of the products, all the shades, all that good stuff in this video. So if you are interested in any of these products, be sure to check out the description box. And if you are interested in how to achieve this makeup look and everything that I'm using, just keep watching. We are gonna start with the skincare that I've got on right now. So I washed my face this morning and I went ahead and I applied my skincare because I like to do that right after I wash my face. So currently on my skin right now, I've got the Glossier After Balm moisturizer. This is a really intense thick moisturizer that I don't use year round. However, in the colder months and when my skin is a lot drier, I really like to use this. It is so thick. It's basically like a balmy moisturizer. So it's the thickest moisturizer I have, and I just find myself gravitating towards this in colder months. And then I also have on my See Firm Refresh Day Serum from Drunk Elephant. I've used this for years. This was in my favorites video. And then on my eyes, I have on the Tula Glow and Get It Cooling Balm. I have recently fallen in love with this again. I stopped using this for a little bit, but I picked it back up and I am honestly loving it. It has a little bit of a like lightening effect for the eyes. So when you swipe it on, it's super cooling. It's also really hydrating, but then it gives you that kind of like brightening effect underneath the eyes, which I really love. And then my sunscreen for the day is the Supergoop Glow Screen, and this is a sunscreen SPF 40 with a little bit of a pearlized finish to it to give you a glow, which works perfectly underneath the foundation that I'm gonna be using today. So if you guys have been around on my channel for literally any amount of time, I have talked about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is one of the best foundations ever. It is a full coverage foundation, it's a matte finish, and it is just so good. Long wear all day long if I'm filming any sort of videos or going to an event or want to take my makeup from like morning to night. This lasts all day and I just swear by this. Like, this is gonna go to the grave with me. This is in the shade 5 right now, and then sometimes I will be like a shade 6 I think in the summer when I'm a little bit tanner, but for right now I'm shade 5. And I'm actually bringing you guys in so you can see a little better, and my bangs are finally long enough to pull back in a headband. I've worked so hard for this. I like to just pump a little bit of this onto my skin, and I always start light and then build up if needed. If I'm doing like a super full face, really covered look, I'll use a bit more, but for kind of everyday, I like to start light and build my way up. You can always add more. It's just kind of hard to take away if you go too aggressive on the foundation in the beginning. But this is seriously like my favorite foundation, especially if you use it over any sort of like illuminating base product like a sunscreen or an actual illuminator. It's just so beautiful. And I've also used this over the Wonder Glow, is that what it's called? I can't remember. It's a Charlotte Tilbury product and it's actually an illuminating face primer, and it looks really good over that as well. But I think it looks really good over just the Supergoop Glow Screen. And I just kind of work it into the hairline and just try to smooth it out. And it, honestly, for how full coverage it looks, like it just makes the skin look so nice and not like cakey, which is what I really love about it, is that it's one of the most full coverage foundations that I have, but it doesn't make your skin look super heavy. So this I literally swear by. If you are looking for a good foundation, like medium to full coverage, this is it. And I would recommend this to anyone. So, and that's what it looks like on the skin. It's just so nice. I also wanted to share with you guys some new lip products that I've been trying just to like prime my lips. So I finally got my hands on the Laneige sleep mask, and this is so amazing. I'm obsessed with the actual like feel of this on my lips. I had been using a Tarte one for like the last year, and it was like a similar concept to this, but it was like super, super thick and a little bit more like a Vaseline feel. This feels more like a oil when you actually apply it. So when it's in the jar, it's like a solidified oil, and then when you put it on your lips, it just like melts into the lips. But here's something that is so incredible that I've never heard anyone talk about before, and maybe I'm just late to the game, I don't know. But this is the Colleen Rothschild Butter Lip Mask. Same concept as the Laneige one as far as feeling goes. It feels like a solidified lip oil, but this one is a brown butter lip balm, and oh my gosh, if you love the scent, I always put it on my cuticles after I put on my lips. If you love a warm vanilla, cookie butter, brown butter scent, this is it. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. I cannot tell you why, because it is exactly like the Laneige one as far as like feeling goes, and like packs a punch of hydration, but it smells like the holidays. And I know we're past the holidays, but in the colder months, I just want something that's like cozy feeling, and this is it. This I'm definitely gonna use more like spring, summer, but I just wanted to share if you like the Laneige and you wanted to try something a little bit different that has like a different fragrance, this is it, and I feel like no one's talking about it. Colleen Rothschild also has a vitamin E lip moisturizer in the same fragrance as their lip mask, Brown Sugar. Throw this in your purse. You will thank me later. Okay, anyway, that was my quick intermission of lip prep. I love this lip mask. The first time I put this on, I literally like ran into the bedroom. I was like, Jason, smell this. It smells so good. And my lips feel so amazing. So prepping my lips before I go in with like lip product at the end, I am going to spot conceal just a little bit. So I've got some acne scarring from some breakouts that I feel like I'm just constantly battling. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of this concealer on these spots to even these out. This is the Ilia Beauty True Skin Serum Concealer, which is so creamy, in the shade 1.5. And I feel like their concealers honestly run dark, because the shade 2 was so dark on me, and especially if you want to use it for like an under eye brightener, I would make sure that you're grabbing a light enough shade, because I feel like these concealer shades are so deep, which is just really interesting, because I feel like normally concealer shades always run like slightly lighter than the foundation shade. And then I'm just tapping this out with a concealer brush, and that just kind of like covers everything a little bit better. Where I just need a little bit of extra help covering. This one is still alive and well, but everything else has kind of calmed down. Then I'm gonna do an under eye concealer with the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This was in my favorites video. I love this so much. It doesn't crease, it's super, super creamy, and Charlotte Tilbury has like some of my favorite face products, but also just products in general. But their face products are really, really, really nice. So I'm gonna take my little brush here and just kind of pat this out under the eyes. I don't like to use a lot of concealer, but just like enough to kind of brighten it up. If I'm not filming though, I will probably not use a concealer. It's really like if I want my makeup to look super, super good, I'll put the concealer on. So that's like the foundation concealer routine, and then I'll go in with a setting powder. So on days where my skin is feeling a little bit better, I will use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade 2. And then on days where my skin is like breakout central or like dark spot central, I will use the Tarte Shape Tape pressed powder. This is a powder foundation, and if you guys struggle with breakouts like I do, there are just days when you need extra coverage, and this is maybe one of my favorite ways to conceal breakouts or acne scarring, is by doing the foundation and then going in with a powder foundation to set. It just covers everything, especially if I have a really active breakout that is super sore and like lifted and has texture and all that stuff. What you want to do is like mat it down, because that actually helps kind of eliminate a lot of the texture and a lot of the characteristics of a breakout that draw attention to it. So I typically like to do a liquid foundation and then set or spot conceal with a powder foundation. It's like my #1 trick for hiding breakouts. So because my skin is doing pretty well, I'm gonna go in with this, and then where I'm having a little bit more problems concealing, I'll go in with the powder foundation with a smaller brush. But for this, I just take a fluffy brush and I just press it into my face. This is one of my favorite powder brushes from Tarte. I've tried some like looser, fluffier ones, but I actually love how dense this one is because it almost works like one of these, but you can actually like wash it a lot easier. So I really love how dense this powder brush is because you can easily just like pat onto the skin instead of swiping, and like, look how flawless this skin is right now. It's so nice. And then I'll just bring it down to the neck area, make sure I get the jaw. So pretty. And then I will take something small. You can use the same concealer brush as I did, or you can use something a little bit fluffier, and I will dip into my powder foundation here, and I will tap this into the areas where I have my breakouts, and it just helps conceal everything one step further. And whenever I do this, I like to pat it onto the breakout and then kind of blend it out and around. This is my like #1 hack if you struggle with acne like I do. Especially for like all day makeup wear, this will legit save your life if you're trying to conceal. So that's like my entire base that I do for my makeup. And you guys are getting a really close look at this. Next up is bronzer, and I use two. So both of these were in my 2022 favorites, the Gucci bronzer and the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Airbrush bronzer. This is my #1 most used bronzer. This is my ride or die. Basically will go to the grave with me. This is a newer bronzer that I tried this last year that I really, really love. And this one actually has like the slightest bit of a shimmer. I mean like the tiniest bit, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one is completely matte. This one has like just a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with this one here, and I'm actually gonna use this new brush from Jones Road that I really love. This is a bronzer brush, and I guess it's backwards. Where is it? There it is. This is a bronzer brush, and it's like super fluffy, and I've been really enjoying this brush, and it just like airbrushes the product onto the face almost, and I just feel like it looks so nice. This bronzer is like so pretty, and you actually can like see the results of it like really quickly. Like look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love this bronzer. So this is in the shade 2, and then this other one, the matte airbrush, is also in shade 2. So apparently I only wear shade 2 and everything. How beautiful is that? So nice. Okay, then I'm going to go in with some blush, and the blush that was in my favorites video I realized was sold out, so I wanted to show you guys a different blush that I'm currently loving. This is the Gucci blush, and the Gucci powder products are so lovely and smooth. This one is one of the shades I got. I have this one, and then I also have the apricot shade, but I thought I would switch it up and move from my typical peachy shades and try something a little bit different, which is more of a pinky rose shade, but it's really pretty. And I always bring this like up and around the face like this, and then just like slightly on the actual like apples of my cheeks, but I kind of go more like the sides so that it looks a little bit more like lifting. And then I'll take my powder brush, and this is like a very random step that I do, but I'll literally take my powder brush and then I'll just soften everything together, like bronzer, foundation, and blush, kind of all together with the powder brush to kind of soften everything. And then I will go in with my highlight, and I can't remember what I shared in my 2022 favorites. Oh, the Laura Mercier one, I do remember. This one is like brand new to me, and I am obsessed with this. I don't know if you guys watched my Rare Beauty like full review, unboxing, all that jazz, but this has like quickly become one of my favorite highlights. It is so pretty. So this is in the shade Exhilarate, and it is stunning. So I'll take the highlighter brush and I will apply this to my nose, and it's just like gorgeous, and it doesn't wash me out, and I just really love this. I'll put it on my high points of my face, and then I'll also sweep it under the brow bone and the inner corners of my eyes, and very lightly on the lip. And I feel like that just adds so much light to the face. Next, I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm using the Rare Beauty Shape and Fill Duo. Fill in the front parts here, and then take whatever is left on my little brush and just kind of very quickly brush out this side. And then I'll go in with my brow gel. So this is new to me and I really love this. This is the Ilia Beauty Brow Gel in brown, I think dark brown. Brush out my brows with it to kind of give them some shape. Let that dry down. And then I'll go in with a spoolie and just do one last little shaping. Brows make such a big difference. I haven't been doing my brows for a while just because I used to have bangs that would cover them. But ever since I started doing them again, I'm like, brows really are like the cherry on top for a makeup look. Okay, so for my eyes, I have shared these palettes with y'all in my favorites video, but they are truly like what I'm obsessed with, and I've loved these for years, but I have been using them nonstop right now. I don't know why, I just have been grabbing these every time. So these are the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Palettes, I think is what they're called. They're just quads, so you get 4 shades in each of them, and I have quite a few of them that just have a bunch of different combinations. This is the Bella Sophia one. And then this one I absolutely love because this is like a pressed glitter that you can put on top of your other eyeshadow, or you can wear it by itself, but I love using these as like toppers. This is the Dazzling Diamonds palette. Like so pretty. And then this is the Golden Goddess palette. And then the other one that I wanted to show you guys is the Hollywood Flawless Eye Filter palette, and these are so pretty. So they have really good combos. If you are looking to get something a little bit nicer in your makeup collection, I would 100% recommend anything from Charlotte Tilbury. Their eyeshadow palettes are so pigmented and beautiful and easy to work with and blendable, and they have really great quads, and they also have larger palettes. I think the quads are my favorite though. I have a couple of their like super long, bigger palettes, and they're like nothing beats their quads. I just think they're really good. So I'm gonna go in with the Hollywood Eyes Flawless Filter one, which is the more like pinky rosy palette. And what's great about these palettes is that you can use your finger to apply the shadows, or you can use a brush, and kind of depending on the day, I will just decide. So I'm gonna use these 2 top shades here and just apply this all over the lid, and they're just so beautiful. I need to move my mirror a little bit closer. For days where I am not filming, I'll typically just like stop there with one kind of color all over the lid. But on days where I am filming and I want something that is a little bit more dramatic, I'll actually take a fluffy brush for like a crease, even though I don't have a crease, Asian eyes. I will take the darker shade and I will focus this on the outer corner and then blend it in and then up and almost like create a faux crease. And this is like just slightly darker than the first shade, so it's not like too drastic of a crease color, but it just adds a little bit of dimension to the eye versus just doing the one color. And I usually go pretty high with it, you guys can see. And then I will take the fun one, just for funsies here. If I'm filming, I'll do something like a little bit more glam. And I'll take this palette, which is the more like pressed glitters. And I will use my finger here and I will pick up the product. So you guys can see it's like super metallic. And I will just swipe this onto the center of my lid and then work it out a little bit. And it is just so shimmery and beautiful. That is my eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes and apply my mascara. So there are basically like 2 mascaras that I use just over and over again. First up is the Lash Paradise L'Oreal Waterproof Mascara. And I've used this mascara for years. For literally years. And this is the mascara that I used on my wedding day when I did my makeup, and it's just the mascara that I continually grab. And then the other mascara that I use consistently is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashers mascara. And again, this one is in waterproof, and I just find that these two mascaras add great volume and they also hold the curl to my lashes. So I'm gonna use the Lights Camera Splashes and do 2 coats of this on my curled lashes. So this is the mascara, and you can really see the difference here. Putting on mascara it's huge for me. Also, in case you were wondering, Jawaz and I are going out to dinner tonight on a little date night. So this is not all for nothing. This beautiful full face of makeup, all my hard work, will get to see the world today. I love this mascara. It just like separates the lashes so well, but like still adds volume. Oh, it's just so good. And then if it's just like a normal everyday vibe, I'll just do 1 coat. But when I film, I'll usually do like 2 coats. I feel like it just adds a little bit of something. I feel like you can also get a little bit more precise with this one versus the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That's the mascara. Isn't that so amazing? For short, straight Asian lashes, that is phenomenal. Ooh, those look so, looks so good. I'm so glad that we're going out because man, if my lashes looked this good and I was not going anywhere, I would be very annoyed. I'm gonna finish off the look with my lip color. And guys, I can't say that I do this exact lip color every single time I film a video because I just love switching up lip combinations, but I am gonna use some of my favorite products. So first up is the lip liner. This is the Rare Beauty Kind Words Matte Lip Liner in the shade Wise. It's a little bit of a darker shade, which I really love for the winter. And it also is like a brownie nude. All of the Rare Beauty lip liners are so good and so versatile and so pretty, but this one I love. So I'm gonna line my lips and like see how my lips are still moisturized from that Colleen Rothschild lip mask. It's insane. So that is just the liner over the lip mask. We really could just stop here because that's so pretty, but I'm going to apply a lipstick over it. So this is the Merit lipstick in the color Baby, which is this beautiful, beautiful nude. And this is like 1 shade lighter than the lip liner. She's pretty. If I'm feeling really crazy, which guys, sometimes I do this and I literally apply like 3 lip products, I'll use one of the Juicy Lips and I will like use it almost like a lip topper or like a lip gloss. So this is in the shade White Peach, and I just love these Juicy Lips because they are super, super hydrating. So I'll just swipe this over as a final step. And my lips are so hydrated, loving it. Take the hair down. I Dysoned my hair this morning, so she's a little crazy, but she's been holding curls really, really well. And I think I'm ready to do my actual like Dyson tutorial because I feel like I finally kind of got it down, but this is the makeup look. And if I had remembered, I would have grabbed my setting spray. I used the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. It's the setting spray that I've been using since maybe like 2016. I've been using it for a long time and I swear by it. But this is the full makeup look. How I've been doing my makeup for basically every single video that you guys have seen here on my channel has been with almost all of these products, and I really love the way that it turns out every single time. I know like with that foundation, with that bronzer, with those eyeshadow palettes, there's no like, is this gonna look good today? Like they're just like foolproof. They always work for me, and so I am excited to share this look with you guys, and hopefully you found it helpful and entertaining and all that jazz. If you like this video though, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I will have everything linked down below in the description box if you are interested in any of these products. I'll also try to have my shades listed out in the description box as well. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And if you want to stick around for some more videos, I would love to have you back on my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one really, really soon. Bye guys.